Hey guys. Okay, welcome to history. I know that we're not really used to doing history inside the classroom, but on PowerPoints and different stuff like that, or outside. But today we're here so that I can show you how to make your Ziggurat pop-up book. Okay, so that'll be really fun. I'm excited. But let me ask you some questions from what you learned from the words to know last week. Anybody remember what a city-state is? What was a city-state inside of Mesopotamia? It was where there was a big city and small villages around the city. So these were city-states, okay? City-states were the areas, like the pueblos of each of the towns of Mesopotamia. And each city-state was like its own little government, okay? So just kind of like how Roatan is basically separated from the mainland of Honduras, but they're still part of Honduras. So you could say, like back then, Roatan would be like a city-state for Mesopotamia, if it were part of Mesopotamia, but it's not, it's part of Honduras, okay? So these were what the city-states looked like, okay? What about the word grain? Grain. That one was where you had wheat and barley. Wheat is like grano, barley is just another type of grano, where they made what? They made cake and they made flatbread and they made different stuff like that. And then they had the animals eat the grain and the barley, which is what the animals provided the meat and the milk and the butter. Okay, so wheat and barley were super important because they were the basics for them to make bread and cake and everything like that, and to feed the animals so the animals could give them more food. What is flax? Okay, flax was like a type of grass, okay, a type of hierba that they made clothing out of. So that was your ropa. They would make that out of. It probably didn't feel that good. It was like hot and a little bit like gives you like pica, itches, but anyway, that's what they did. And then the one that we're gonna learn about today, the ziggurat. What is a ziggurat? It's an ancient temple, okay, you guys? This is what it looks like. And we're gonna do a cool little pop-up book about that today and learn more about the ziggurat. Who can tell me how to spell ziggurat? Say it to me. Here we go. How do you spell it? Ziggurat. What else? G-U-R-A-T-S. Okay, your ziggurats. So, what exactly are they? Okay, what you need today is, I will show you on here. By the way, what kind of boat did the ancient Mesopotamians invent? The sailboat. Okay, here we go. This is what you're gonna make today. Okay, cool, huh? It pops up, it's gonna be 3D. So, you need this piece of paper, and your black sheet of paper. Okay, so your black sheet of paper, the one that looks like this, and the one that looks like this. Okay? What are we gonna do? Okay, the very first thing you need to do is take this piece of paper. Now guys, you can do this project with me, and you should do it with me. ¿Qué sentido tiene? You're gonna watch me do this, and then go and say, I don't know how to do this. Do it with me. Okay, take your black sheet of paper and fold it in half. Okay, so you're gonna fold this paper carefully in half. Okay? Go ahead and do that. Okay, now set that aside. Setting it aside. Okay, now take the paper that looks like this and cut around it, okay? So I will show you where you're gonna cut. It says right where you're supposed to cut. This piece of paper right here, cut it where it has the scissors, okay, on that line. Go ahead and do that. Okay, now for the creative part, okay? Take that piece of paper and fold it in half. Okay, so you have to like be careful with it. Fold it in half. Wait. Fold it in half, fold it in half, fold it in half. Okay, now, sorry. Now fold it in half this way. Okay, so that this is on the outside. Fold it in half, fold it in half, fold it in half. Okay, now on these two little lines that it has the scissors right here and then the dotted line right here, you need to cut it while it's folded in half, okay? You need to cut it here, right here, and right here. Así, okay? Cut it like that. Did you do that? Okay, now, see where it says fold? You need to doblar it. Fold it this way, and fold it back this way. Okay? Now, you're gonna make it pop out like this. Okay, so this is gonna be like your little stand. Okay, so take a little square, pop your finger, boop, so it pops like this, okay? Then you can fold it if you want to like this. Now, take that and stick it in here right now, okay? Now take your piece of paper with this thing on it and cut your ziggurat around the dotted lines where the scissors are. Okay? Cut that piece of paper, cut it, cut it, cut it. I'm gonna cut mine while I'm waiting for you. Don't race me. I want it to look nice. I don't want you to do it a la carrera. Okay, there you go. Cut your ziggurat. Now, put that down. Get out your glue. I have my glue. Do you have your glue? I don't have a lot of glue. That's okay. If you have a glue stick, even better. Okay, then you're gonna put glue on the back of this right here and on this side right here. I don't know if you can see me, which is okay if you cannot. Because you should be able to know how to glue right. Glue that side and the other side. Okay, now hold it like this, and you're gonna stick the part where you folded, right where you folded the black piece of paper. Okay. So they both should have the same fold, right? Smooth it down, smooth it down. Yours is gonna look prettier than mine because you're not doing yours in the air, you're doing yours on your table, okay? Make sure that this thing still folds in. If not, grab it, make sure it folds in. Okay, smooth it down, okay? Then, you're gonna open it up. You're gonna put glue right here on this square, okay? And that's where you're gonna stick your ziggurat. Okay, hold it there so it sticks. Hold it there. Now fold it carefully and stick it, 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 stick it. Okay. And now, dun da da da. Drum roll. When you open it, it is 3D. Woohoo! Okay, cool. Stinking cool. Okay, you want to see it again? Whoop. You should send me a video of yours instead of a picture today. Whoop. Okay, but you are not done. You are not done. Jessica's done because Jessica has a million videos to do. You are not done because you can take yours and stick it like this, and you can color it. And you need to color it, okay? If I get a picture of it all black and white, I'm gonna send it back and ask you to color it. You need to color your ziggurat. Just don't like glue it to your thing. Color your ziggurat, and then I want you to color behind the ziggurat, okay? What do I color behind the ziggurat, Miss Jessica? Clouds, a sun, the sky, other buildings on the side here, okay? Be creative, it'll be fun, okay? But here, let's read about it now. It sounds like we just do a project on it. We also need to, let's read about it and see what the ziggurat was all about, okay? I told you guys a little bit about it at the beginning of ancient Mesopotamia. Now let's read about it. Here you go. Everyone put your finger on every city, okay? It says every city in Mesopotamia had a temple. A templo. What was a templo? Ziggurat, okay? Now, every city, what kind of city? A city-state, okay? Every city in Mesopotamia had a temple. The temple was called a ziggurat. The temple was the largest and most important building. It was located in the center of the city. The ziggurat was where people went to worship their gods and goddesses. So guys, were they worshiping the real God? No, they weren't. But you know what we can learn? Podemos aprender algo de los Mesopotamians. What? They made their church the most important building. They made their church the center of their city. Do we do that? Is church the most important thing for us? It was the most important thing for them. We should learn from that, right? Because we know the real God, and our God made us his sons and daughters by dying on the cross for our sins, and we still don't treat it like the most important building like they did. Now, what do we know, though? Is the church a building? The church is who? We are the church. So do we make it important for us to act good for God? Do we make it important to love God? We should learn that we should make sure that's the most important thing in our life is God, right? Okay, let's keep reading. Second paragraph. The ziggurat was built on top of a mud brick platform. Okay, so it was built on like mud bricks, like lolo, and like bricks are ladrillos, okay? The ziggurat could be 3 to 7 stories high. What? It could have 3 to 7 of these niveles. There were stairs, las gradas. Look at those stairs. There's like a bazillion of them. Good ejercicio. And ramps, that's just things that go up like this, to get to each level. As the people climbed higher up the stairs, they thought they were getting closer to the gods. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember from the very beginning, but I told you that they thought the gods sat inside this thing right here, that the gods were actually there. There were many storerooms in the temple where priests worked. What's a priest? Sacerdote. A one-room shrine was on the top. Okay, that was there. The shrine looked like a crown. Okay, they made it look like it was a corona on top of the building. And it's true, it does look like the corona, right? Because they thought that's where the gods actually were. Okay, it's really sad. They spent a long time worshiping things that weren't really real. What was it, because they didn't know about God? God says in the Bible that everyone has an opportunity to know about him, but they rejected him and they invented their own God. Okay, super sad, but it's super important to know that they made this the most important thing, and we should do the exact same thing. Okay, excellent job. I want to see your temples after you color them and put a design in the back. Okay, have a great day, you guys.